could tell that the seasons are changing due to how windy it is. When we go from like fall to winter and winter to spring, it gets very, very windy those first few days. And I wouldn't be surprised if we lost power today, because it's just a little bit gusty out there. So today has been a day so far. So we started off strong with Frozen. We got our order actually really early today, which was pretty nice. And as I was putting away Frozen, more specifically our frozen bone broths, I couldn't get the shelf that they're on in the freezer to come out. So I shook it and broke it. I was gonna say I didn't actually, but I did break it. And then I broke it. So I spent about 20 minutes trying to fix it, performing surgery on trying to get it to a state where we could actually put the shelf back in and close it up properly. And boy, was that a process, because it was just like one thing goes wrong, and then another thing goes wrong, and then another thing goes wrong, and then it just was like this whole spiral of tomfoolery. Like I said, the shelf breaks, so I have to get the little pieces that are stuck in the brackets or whatever they are out, and then those won't come out. So I need to take a screw out in order to get after the little pieces of brokenness. And then I get one screw out, it's not gonna work. So I need another screw out. And then I pull the thing out and I get the trap out and I put that back in. And then I try to put the shelf back in, and the ice buildup in the back of the freezer is so much so the shelf won't go all the way in. So then I gotta break some ice. And it just was a whole thing. And I'm like equal parts sweaty, but also cold, because I was just like, my entire upper torso was in a freezer that we keep at -10 for about 20 minutes. It was rough. Taking down a walk day. Oh man, chat, what a day, what a day, what a day. It was very busy. The day actually didn't go by too terribly slow. It was pretty quick. I think the only slow part was just like the very, very, very start of my day, but like it picked up quick. And we got booming and zooming very quickly. But the day is done. I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. I really don't know what I'm going to get into. I started Resident Evil 9 last night. It's pretty good. Grace as a character drives me nuts. Who the f is calling me? Please hold. As I was saying, work was whack and cringe. But you know, it's all part of the process and it'll all be okay. Like I was alluding to, or I outright said, it was a very quick day, which I'm not mad about in the absolute slightest. I'll take a quick day over a long day any day of the week. I mean, not really too much more to add from there. You know, I just picked up dinner. When did that? That was a whole thing. Gave me the wrong order. they handed me a bag that like, I was like, this doesn't seem like the right stuff. And I looked and it wasn't. And then I stood there for 15 minutes. A quick question for the audience, and maybe somebody who works in that industry can tell me, but why is it that fast food places are transitioning from a person at the counter taking orders to the machines taking orders? I can understand from the essence of like, you can take more orders if the machine is there, because it just is up to the speed of the person clicking and not the speed of somebody behind a till. But is this weird kind of like self-serve, is Renaissance the right word? I don't know, but like the self-serve era that we've reached, and it's not just for fast food. Like I know Walmart, Target, for example, at least the Target in town here has big problems of having all of these checkout stands, but they're all closed in favor of self-checkout. But then half the self-checkout stands are closed. Or like when I went last time, all of the self-checkout were closed and there was 2 registers open. So like, what's up with all the self-checkout? Is it, I don't know. And I could look it up, but I'd rather ask you for engagement purposes.